What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Faust Out Loud here with another Mirrorverse video. So here we go. Here's our first look at the sneak peek for the two new Guardians coming in the month of February. So the first Guardian looks like it's going to be Frozone. Man, I hope it's Frozone, dude. He could bring so much to the game. He could bring the icy trait to the game. And wow. And Kabam's already come out and say it in the Mirrorverse Discord that they haven't confirmed it's Sally, but everyone's been saying it's Sally. And I think Kabam's come out and said that she is amazing, looks amazing, is amazing, and her traits and everything is fantastic. So, yeah, I'm super stoked. And if you guys wanted to see what these two characters look like, there's Sally. I guess they're going to give her some weapons. Now, the cool thing about Mirrorverse is they always find interesting ways to give these characters, Disney characters, Pixar characters, ways to fight, because it's a fighting game. And so they give them cool new things. Like, look at Dory with her fighting ram car, and some other characters. Zurg looks completely different, but he looks awesome in this game, and etc., etc. And it's so cool what these artists can do. Kabam's art team, man, props to them. Kabam's art team is phenomenal. I don't know if you guys play MCOC, Marvel Contest Champions, but the art team in there is phenomenal. The art team for Mirrorverse, they're just to die for. They're great freaking artists. And this is Frozone. So, and I know what you guys will say is, well, he looks different. He has like these things coming out of his arm. Now, I think they gave him extra look, because to be honest, the look here is kind of, bland. If that was in our game, come on, let's face it. Even they gave Mr. Incredible like a textured look. But I think they want to give him like a techie suit, which is cool, make him high tech. And I don't know the other traits they would give him. I don't know if they'd give him stealthy, because he can come in, stealthy. I just don't know what they would do. I said book smart, but people are saying Sally would be book smart because of her potions. So, man, I am just super excited for Sally and Frozone to be coming to the game. Now, my other character I wanted from Nightmare Before Christmas is Santa Claus and the Mayor. Okay, so next Christmas, I would love it if we could get playable Santa Claus in this game as a support or a ranged or something. Even a melee. Like Santa with his big bag of tricks. He would just look so cool, because Jack Skellington already has presents that he throws up, and they're debuff, attack debuffs, and he gives you focus and attack, and Jack Skelly's really, really good. For me, the top support champs in the game is Mickey and Scrooge. Okay? I have an Astral Force Scrooge, and he just nukes stuff. His attack is so high. I am super stoked, super excited, but if we're getting Sally, the Mayor, how cool would it be, guys, to get the two-headed Mayor in Disney Mirrorverse? He would have an angry face and a happy face. That would just be really, really cool. But Frozone, I'm super excited for. But Kabam's come out and said Sally is really good. And I've asked them, and they haven't responded yet. But Frozone, man, I just want him to be good. I want him to be really good. People always say, why do you want new champs to be so good? Well, I want them to be viable, okay? They don't need to be game-breaking. Now, yes, once in a while, we will get those S-tier champs. We will get the Simbas, the Wallies. But even them, they're not, like, hard-hitting. We have yet to see a tank come out that is as hard-hitting as Mr. Incredible, and as defensive as Wally or Simba. So, and I don't know if that would be too game-breaking, but yeah, but I just want new champions, new tunes to be very viable for new content, but not needed necessarily for every piece of new content. But yeah, eventually you do want them, because as we look at another Kabam game, MCOC, Marvel Contest Champions, every time new champs come out, man, people are clamoring to get those new champions, because those new champions are so much better for newer content coming to the game or really hard content, and they're the top of their class. I mean, Kabam has just done it over and over and over again. There's over 200 champions in MCOC. Now, I get it. When MCOC started, there was only like Act 3 with only 4 stars, and this is where I think Kabam has jumped the gun. Now, in Mirrorverse, you know, there's already 5 stars. Like, if you spend money in this game, you're having 5-star level 90s, you know, right off the bat. Now, they just will rip through every piece of content in the game. And this is why a lot of people hear about more endgame content, because it's needed. Okay, newer players, free-to-play players, they're not going to need new endgame content, but the endgame big money spenders, big money players need really hard stuff, really big Everest stuff, and we've yet to see that yet. We have Rift Raids, which is a cool alliance thing. How about some solo endgame content with some crystals, orbs, books, moats? All that stuff would just be really, really cool. I think we really need to see more acquisition of crystals in the game. We need, because it's all about getting those tunes, you know, up higher. I mean, 5 stars, great and all, but when you get into Astral 1, Astral 2, Astral 3, all the way up to 10, that's when tunes really, really start hitting hard. And that's when you will see, okay, I'm beating all this stuff. Master mode was kind of a joke. Okay, let's face it. That mode where it's like unlimited, limited tune mode, where the fracture just keep coming and coming and coming. That was a complete joke. Now, you know, make something extremely difficult, hard, where we have to replay it. We can't just beat it in one go. Just like Rift Raids, excuse me. We have to keep playing and playing and playing, even on some Sentinels and even on some minions at a higher tier. We can't beat them in one go, not even with Zerg. Not even with Zerg, because they're so powerful, especially with the link nodes up from the minions. So, I know I got a little bit off base there, but these are the new tunes coming. I know there's not a lot of content creators out there right now making videos about this stuff, but Sally and Frozone should be coming to Mirrorverse this month, February 2023. Let's get it. Let's go with it. I think Sally will be a melee, I think they said. And Frozone, I would really like to see him be ranged. There aren't a lot of great ranged in the game. I mean, it's Zerg and Judy, okay? And that's it. Zerg and Judy, and they cover a lot. I mean, they can cover 90% of the game with just Zerg and Judy besides Rift Raids. I mean, everything. Seriously. But more ranged with good damage and really cool abilities would be really cool. Freezing in place, or root, or something else, or like an invasion. I mean, we're getting those mechanics slowly in the game. We have yet to see, now this is my prediction, we have yet to see in Mirrorverse unstoppable Guardians. Now, we know in MCOC, Marvel Contest Champions, I know I always go back to that, but it's the same company, come on, bear with me here, that there are, you know, evaders, and you need slow champs. You need champs that have slow, that can put a slow debuff on them so that they can't evade, so that you can hit into them without them evading, without them having a chance to evade. I also think that we will see unstoppable champions come into Mirrorverse, where they are unstoppable, and so you can hit them all you want, but you're just going to be getting hit right back while doing absolutely no damage to them whatsoever, unless you have a slow character, or unless you can use a character to shut down that unstoppable on them, and so that you can do your damage, and the unstoppable can come back around, or it can be like a genie, pretty much. He just gets indestructible, unfortunately. So we have yet to see unstoppable. We've seen evade with Peter Pan. Okay, it's like an offensive ability. It doesn't really bother anybody on defense. But yeah, would love to see some new mechanics come into the game. We already have root. But yeah, it's pretty much the same mechanics that they're getting from MCOC, which is awesome. Because, look, MCOC, Marvel Contest Champions mechanics are pretty cool. They're pretty amazing, other than Root in that game. I can't stand Root in that game. Oh, I hate it. I hate Baron Zemo. But, yeah, I mean, I just can't wait to see more mechanics get introduced as this game evolves. As this game keeps growing. The game is growing, okay? The game's not going to go anywhere for a little bit. I do hope, though, Kabam just doesn't keep waiting and waiting and waiting and just seeing what happens. Like, let's get these roadmaps out. Let's, like, what are we looking forward to in the year from now? MCOC now, they come out with a roadmap, a year roadmap. So we used to have like a notebook or whatever they called it, a dev diary. It was where they would explain, oh, this is what we're looking forward to in the next 2 years. But stuff happened with the game, and they got rid of that because they couldn't even keep the promises in that. And the promises were so good, and I hope they do keep to those promises. But I just hope we get more roadmaps telling us this is what we're doing, this is when new stuff is coming, this is what we're hoping to expand, we're hoping to give you even more Rift Raids, and I hope we keep tweaking the Rift Raids. I don't want to just get to a tier in Rift Raids and farm. I mean, that gets, So let's expand on that a little bit. Let's brainstorm. Let's see what we can come up with, But, alright guys, anyway, that's going to do it for the video today. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update on Frozone and Sally. 2 new champions, 2 new tunes coming to a Disney Mirrorverse. And that's really all I have to say. I can't wait for these 2 characters. Huge Disney fan. And these 2 characters, man, I think they're going to look really, really cool. And I think they're going to really bring some unique things to the game. And I'm super excited, and I cannot wait to pull these Guardians. And I will be going hard for them. I am saving up my orbs. I'm not going for Cusco. I have the supports I have right now. I have Olaf. Cusco, he's cool, man, but nah. I got Peter Pan as a 5-star, so I'm just going to be sticking with Pan, and I'm going to be going for these next 2. These next 2 look really, really cool. Gonna get those orb deals, buy them up, and try to go for some famed crystals. I've been getting pretty lucky on the famed. See if I can get more luck, So we don't know which one's coming first, guys. We don't know if it's Sally or if it's Frozone. They haven't even shown us what they look like yet. Not until the update comes, which I think is next week. I think it's Wednesday, or it might be even Monday. The next game update. Once that game update comes, we will be able to check them out in game. I'll make another video. I'll read off their traits. I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions on these 2 tunes, and that's it. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Thanks for hanging with me. You guys have a great day. Have a great and wonderful night, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Please feel free to leave a like. Please feel free to leave any comment, any emoji, whatever you want. Hey, if you don't want to leave a comment, that's up to you. This has been Faust Out Loud. Peace.